Hello my friends, this is the video that I made on NBIS just 9 days ago, to be exact on June 29th of this year, when the price of this asset was, as you can see right here, at $240.3. And I told you on the video before my previous video, when we were at this point, that we have to see the movement to the downside, and from this point we could have some difference between bull case and bear case. If this asset goes to the upside and breaks this top, we might see a next set of legs to the upside that will hit much higher targets. But if from this point this asset goes lower, we might land somewhere around $180 mark. And guys, take a look right here. This is the actual price action of NBIS, and I made my previous video when this asset was at this point, and since I made it, this asset started to go to the upside, but it didn't retest this top, and eventually it went lower and hit exactly $182 mark, the bottom of the C wave that I projected in my video. And by the way, guys, if you take a look at the video before my previous video, you can see it right here. This is the part of that video. The price was at $286.69, and I told you that we have to land right here in order to see the discrepancy between bull case and bear case. And you can find all of my videos right here in the description section and prove my words that I was correct the majority of times. That is why, guys, as you can see, technical analysis works perfectly well. And if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my Patreon account. And guys, this is the post that I wrote on January the 30th. It is a public post that you can find on my Patreon. It is pretty much all trade alerts that I made from December the 1st to January the 30th. These are the results of these alerts. You can see that all of the trades were in profit except this one on December 19th. TRWV hit a stop loss order, and we've lost about 1.33% on this trade, but all other trades are in green. That is why you can use these trades in your personal trades as a part of your due diligence. So guys, you've seen many of my trade calls, all delivering strong returns in just hours. Now it's your turn to trade smarter. Join my Safe Haven Patreon tier, built for traders who want consistency, structure, and real results. You will get a detailed plan to protect your portfolio, monthly one-on-one Zoom sessions with me, and private Discord access with all trade alerts, lessons, and exclusive updates. And here is the best part. If you don't earn more than your subscription price within 30 days, you will receive a full refund, no question asked, as long as your trading account balance is at least $2,500 and you've taken all the recommended trades during the period. No excuses, no fine print. You profit or you don't pay. Join today and let's start building your edge in the market.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
So, and on today's video I will show you what was the reason of this quite substantial sell-off and why this asset is still bullish in my opinion, and how you can benefit out of its movements. So first of all, I want to pay attention to the most recent news directly related to NBIS. And to find it out, you have to type in Google search bar NBIS stock and switch to new stock folder. And I want to pay your attention to just several news. First of all, this article was on July the 1st, and it's titled Why Meta's Move to the Cloud is a Big Deal and Bad News for CoreWeave and NBIS. And let me pay your attention to the key points. Meta Platforms plans to build a cloud business to sell excess artificial intelligence computing capacity, according to a report. And this was one of the good news for Meta Platforms, because well, it can receive even more money for their already invested capitals. But for CoreWeave and NBIS, it wasn't a good news. So, Meta has cloud computing agreements with both companies, it means CoreWeave and NBIS. In April, Meta signed an expanded agreement with CoreWeave through 2032, just a month after securing a new long-term infrastructure agreement with NBIS for capacity starting in 2027. If Meta is selling compute, it probably doesn't need much external capacity, Laura writes. Since both stocks are applying a growth multiple on their backlog conversion, we see a potential for significant disruption. That is why, guys, the price of NBIS, when it reached this top, drastically fell down to the lower levels. On top of that, I want to pay attention to another article that is pretty much a summary of the most recent news directly related to NBIS. It was published just yesterday, and I want to pay attention to the key takeaways of this article. Astera Labs, CoreWeave and NBIS Group joined a Nasdaq 100 on June 22nd, a shift that usually sparks passive and benchmark fund buying. NBIS Group shares jumped over 4% after launching a 6-month physical AI living lab, giving European robotics startups access to its AI cloud and NVIDIA-based tools. NBIS Group rolled out AI Cloud v3.6 with security, governance and storage upgrades, nudging the stock more than 1% higher pre-market. NBIS Group has seen sharp pre-market spikes tied to Wall Street bet chatter, signaling momentum-driven trading and higher volatility in NBIS. NBIS is listed as a Bloom Energy AI and data center customer, highlighting its role in power-hungry AI infrastructure. And guys, I have to say that NBIS will not go away anytime soon, and it has a real business with an extremely growing fundamental numbers, and that is why, in my opinion, NBIS Group will hit much higher price targets. But how high this asset might go? First of all, I want to pay attention to the so-called smart money investors list, and as you can see, we have the highest level of institutional investors who hold NBIS in their investment portfolios. On top of that, the most recent activity is relatively bullish. We have more positive numbers right here, which means these companies added to their position. You can see that, for example, Wells Fargo added 16%, more than 16% to its current position, and for now they hold more than $19.6 million in value. At the same time, guys, take a look right here. The same company closed its put option position. They closed it completely, and it means that Wells Fargo is very bullish, has a very bullish sentiment related to NBIS stock. And the overall sentiment right here is bullish. You can see that we have more green rows than red ones, which means, guys, we have consistent buying pressure for the stock for the last several weeks and for the upcoming several weeks as well. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis. But before we dive deeper right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, as you can see, technical analysis works perfectly well, and as I already mentioned, we have this asset hit exactly to the tick the price point that I predicted in my previous video. We had this range that could be a crossroad between bull case and bear case, and despite the fact that this asset tried to go up from this point, you shouldn't predict the market. You have to react on the market. And right after the bad news was published, this asset lost substantial amount of its value. It lost 36%. But guys, just for the last session alone, this asset gained almost 11% to its value. And during the overnight session, it already added almost 2% to its current price. That is why, in my opinion, this could be a crucial point for NBIS, and from this range we might expect this type of movement to the upside, and this will be nothing else but the bottom of the wave 4, and the movement to the wave 5 potentially has started. That is why, guys, if you want to enter your long position, wait for the retracement, because in my opinion, if I switch to smaller time frames, yes, it is relatively overbought. It doesn't mean that it cannot have a couple of small legs to the upside, because we have waves inside the waves inside the waves and so on and so forth. We might see another leg to the upside, then retracement, and another set of waves to complete the first wave on a slightly bigger scale. That will be just a part of the wave one on a bigger scale. That will be on a biggest scale right here, the beginning of the new uptrend to complete the fifth wave. That is why, guys, wait for the retracement. It shouldn't break this bottom, and fundamentally this stock is very bullish in my opinion. That is why we might anticipate this movement, and you can benefit out of this price action. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.